It's a frittata wrapped in a tortilla and grilled. I mean, what else do you need in a breakfast? Well, let me show you how to make it. Okay, so here we have tortillas, we've got some eggs, we've got black beans, sweet potato, cheese, spinach, and some milk. Of course, you can change up the veggies. You don't have to use beans. You don't have to use sweet potato. Whatever you want to put in your frittata is up to you. This is just what I had on hand. But let me show you the method, and from there you can change up the ingredients. So first, I'm chopping up my sweet potato. Again, you want to have a really sharp knife. I'm using my new Nakano knife, and I'm working with them, partnering with them. So if you want a discount on these really amazing chef knives, just go ahead to my description. Sweet potatoes can be a little weird with eggs because they're sweet, but I personally love the flavor combination. And you want to just cook those first with some oil, or you can roast them. Basically, the rule of thumb with frittatas is that you want to cook everything before you bake the eggs, because some ingredients just need that extra time to cook before they're baked with the egg. So we're also shredding up some cheese. I'm using cheddar, but you can use whatever you want or keep it dairy-free, up to you. I'm preheating the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. This frittata will bake for about 20 minutes at that temperature. For this frittata, I'm making 4 servings, so I think I'm using about 8 eggs here. Maybe I use 7, and I always add milk to keep the frittata extra fluffy. Generally, the idea is 2 eggs per serving. Full disclosure though, these were huge, so I ended up cutting them in half. So I'm not really sure what the servings ended up being, but that's what I usually start with. Just adding some milk, and I totally forgot to add salt and pepper to this frittata. Do not make that mistake. Luckily, the veggies were seasoned, so there was enough flavor in there, but you really do want to add salt. I'm spraying a baking dish with some cooking spray. I like to use a 9x9 dish for my casseroles, and I'll just split this guy into 4 when it's done baking. So I'm gonna pour the eggs in, then add all the cooked veggies. I'm adding raw spinach again. Spinach is one of those vegetables that doesn't need to cook before it goes in the frittata, but you totally could. You just don't have to. I'm adding beans straight from the can. They were rinsed and drained before, but I didn't cook them or anything. And I'm also adding the cooked sweet potato, which I seasoned with cinnamon and cumin, my favorite. So just mix it all up and then add your cheese, and that's it. And then we bake this uncovered for about 20 minutes, and boom, it's done. So I usually let it cool before I slice into it, but you can totally slice into it when it's hot, up to you. So the last thing we have to do is wrap it up and grill it. Again, you can eat the frittata on its own, completely naked like this. You can put it between 2 pieces of bread. I really was going for this tortilla wrap situation. It's kind of like a crunch wrap, but not really. And it just ended up being very tasty and also just really easy to eat. So as you can see, I'm folding over the top and bottom, and then I got folding in the sides on top of that. And that just kind of creates an easy side to seal up. So the way this works is when you cook it, it actually helps seal the wrap together so it doesn't fall apart in the fridge. But of course, you don't have to cook it at this stage. You can leave it in the fridge wrapped up and cook it right before you eat it. All it does is make it crispy. You can eat it like this. You don't even have to grill it, but it's just better that way. Trust me. So we're heating up a pan and greasing it with some cooking spray. You can also use butter or oil. I'm adding this Brunchwrap Supreme seam side down on the pan, letting it cook on each side for about a minute, and that's it. You're good to go. So these can actually last in the freezer for 3 to 6 months, or in the fridge for up to 5 days. You can reheat them in the microwave, on the stove, in the oven, wherever you want. And that's it. That's the breakfast, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe for more, and let me know in the comments if you think you'd make this. All right, guys, have a good one. Bye.